Hello and welcome to Wanjiro Space. I am Wanjiro Mungai. Today we shall be talking about bullying. You've heard a lot about bullying. You are either the bully, or you are the bullied, or you are just a witness of the bullying. But nobody really has never heard about bullying. So what is bullying? Bullying is that deliberate harm or humiliation of another person through intimidation, verbal attacks, the physical attacks. Why do we bully others? Those people who bully do so for various reasons. Number one, they want social dominance. They think by bullying others, they are on top of the world. They feel like they have the power. The other reason they do so is because they lack social skills. And so they cannot negotiate for what they want. And the easiest way to get what they want is by bullying somebody else, to make them feel better, or just to make them feel like, I did this to them. There's another reason they do it. They have insecurities. So they project their insecurities through bullying others. Who are those easy targets of bullying? Those people that are younger, the weaker, or those with less power, those that look fearful. You have this aura of fear all the time. Those that look intimidated, they can all be easy targets of bullying. So what are the various forms of bullying that we know? There is the physical bullying that most people know about: shoving, kicking, hitting. What about verbal? Name calling, geek, nerd. You are so unfashionable. Does she even know any styles, by the way? This is the year 2021, you're still dressing like this. All that kind of thing. And there is also relational aggression. And what do I mean by relational aggression? This is whereby, and it is very good, it is mostly used by girls, women. They want to manipulate relationships and damage them. So they'll rumor-monger about you, they'll tell lies about you. They can be telling a lie to your best friend so that you shall no longer be the best friend. Maybe they are jealous of you and your boyfriend or your girlfriend, so they'll tell lies about those also. And the other thing that also is included in the relational aggression is now where they exclude you from their circles. They could be going to these events, they do not want you there. It could be a sports, affair, and you are excluded. The parties, they do not want you there. I'm sure we all know of some examples of bullying. When you are the victim yourself, it's not funny. It is not funny. And when it happened years back, you may laugh about it today. But when it happened, I am sure you wanted the world to just, the earth to open and swallow you, because you are in a tough spot between a rock and a hard place. Give me some of those examples. I know you can remember some. You are looking at me. You are the bully. I know you still have those memories. Can you imagine somebody asking you to chota darkness and bring it in a bucket, and they are not smiling with you? You are a Form 1. I don't mean to scare guys going to Form 1, but sometimes these things happen. Or somebody who tells you, chora harufu ya mandazi. What are you supposed to do, really? Another one tells you, say your name in capital letters. Say your name in uppercase. Oh my God. What are you supposed to do? Number one, you've just come to this school, you are new, you don't even know who this boy or this girl is. You have no defense, so you just stand there. If you draw, it's a problem. If you don't draw, it's a problem. Now that is bullying. They could also tell you to staple water to a tree. Honestly, okay, we may want to laugh a little, but it wasn't fun then, like I have just said. It wasn't funny. There are many types, there are many forms of bullying. That now goes for the high school especially. But even when we are home, we come home, girls love parties, boys love parties. What happens? There is relational aggression. By relational aggression, I mean these people do not want to include you in anything that they are doing, so you are excluded. Or they want to manipulate and damage your relationships with others. It could be your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or another girlfriend, another man you're friends with. They will spread rumors, malice, just to make sure that nothing works for you. So when it is party time, and you're thinking, oh, I belong to this group, and you appear, you heard about the party, and you think you're part of the party. You are not welcome to this party. Ask her what she's doing here. Why has she come here? Who invited her anyway? Or was it you? Tell her to get out the way she came, Or maybe you have laid out your dress to go to this party. You are planning to shine. And they happen to know. So just before you leave for the party, somebody spills something on your beautiful dress, and you cannot have a replacement because it was for a special occasion. You can't go to the party now. So they have succeeded. They didn't want you there because maybe you are a threat in whatever way. Maybe you're going to take away somebody's boyfriend, or you are looking too good to be true. So how can you shine like that? I am the only one allowed to shine, so you stay home. Girls can be nasty when it comes to this one, relational aggression. When they spread that bad rumor about your boyfriend and the relationship is normal, they feel like, yeah, I succeeded. Now let's go to another point. Are bullies born or are they made? Think about that little boy or girl. You know how we like to have our little ones tag along when we go to the neighbors or your friend's house. And this little boy comes and he hogs all the toys for the hosts. And on top of that, he comes with a weapon, mass destruction. Nitapika, putu na pwiko. And you are looking at it, Mom, can't you say something? As a host, you want to be the polite host. You want to be nice, so you don't want to be the one to tell this child, don't do this. So you are looking at the mom hoping that she will say something to the child, to her son, to her daughter. You know what she does? Mom, Daddy, stop. Don't do that. Don't do that to Brian. Kiss Brian. Kiss him. Say sorry so gently. No. Mom, no. You want this child to learn to stop being a bully, then you have to stamp some authority. So for that kind of a child, he is already a bully at that tender age. What do you think he'll be like at the age of 15? So bullies are made. I'll tell you a story, true story. I had 2 children in one school. One was in boarding, the other one was a day scholar. So when you make that little nice breakfast and you think you can pack something small for the one who is in boarding school. And so I would do that, every other day. And the visiting day or the picnic day, I'm thinking today is the day I'll be told, thank you, mom, I've been receiving the snacks. I wait. Hey, what happened to the magic words? They are not forthcoming. So I ask, have you been receiving the snacks? And she looks at me like, what snacks, mom? But I sent your brother. So I turned to him. What happened? No, X takes them. Every time, yes. Sometimes he also takes mine. So I asked nicely, so why didn't you report to the teacher or to me? You know what he told me? X said that the father has a gun. Okay, in Kenya, who owns guns? Who is licensed? So, this child has been bullying my child in the name of this big father. I don't know whether it was for lack of a better word or a better, I didn't know what to say, and I had to say something. So I looked at my boy and I told him, tell X he does not want to find out who your father is. Long story short, I talked to the teacher and he solved the problem. And believe me, to this day, the parents of this boy do not know that this ever happened. So chapter closed, but it ceased forthwith, thankfully. So bullies are made, they are not born. If you don't stop it at the right time, it will only escalate to magnitudes you cannot stop. You see, bullying is a bad thing. It can have serious effects on the victim. And what are some of those? A child can have long-lasting psychological effects. They can have shame, and that shame can only lead to low self-confidence, low self-esteem, and even depression and anxiety. Another thing that can happen is that they can start missing school, truants, and you're wondering, why is it that the child was okay over the weekend? He was playful, he was happy. Monday morning, I have a stomachache. I have a headache. We call them hapanapale because the child was okay until school time. Do you know why they are sick? The hapanapale are symptoms that are real. They actually have the headaches and the stomach aches and whatever else. But if you take them to a doctor, there is no illness. These are psychosomatic illnesses because they fear to go to school and face the bully. The one who is bullied, they also turn into bullies at the earliest opportunity. Look at Form 2s. We all know Form 2s. This one of, last year I was in a bad place and now I have the power. So what do? It's their chance to bully the Form 1s. It's like an initiation. It has taken place, and so now it is our chance to shine. As they get into adulthood, these people become, social misfits. These people, if you've been bullied all your life, the earliest opportunity, like I said just now, about power. Those are guys who become wife beaters because, hey, here I am the one who says what happens. And for the ladies, because sometimes we may not fight the men, we use our tongue. Sometimes we are blessed with that one. And for the children, they suffer also the consequences because they will be abused children by their parents. That is how harmful bullying can be. Long-lasting effects. Now, why is it that bystanders never stop these people? Why? Have you ever asked yourself why? Number one, sometimes or most of the time, those that actually accompany the bully to do what they are doing, they enjoy the show. They can't stop them. Plus, they fear if they do, then they become the next victim. And they want to be in they want to be in the nice books with the bully. Remember, we said these are the guys who are strong. Maybe he tells you, after this, I'll go buy you a BCD. They actually have the money sometimes. So they have a very good following, and you do not want to be the outcast because things will happen to you. Many things can happen. Other than enjoying the show, they may also hate the victim. So woe unto you, the victim, because there is no one to rescue you. But on a serious note, is there something we can do about bullying in society? We may not eliminate it fully, but we can take steps to stop, or rather to minimize bullying. I think in every other school, there's a bullying policy, anti-bullying policy. And so that is a big step, but is it followed? Because you may have it on paper, but do you ensure that it is followed? Such that every child who comes to your school is taken through the code of conduct so that they know if you are caught doing 1, 2, 3 in this school, there are 2 options, by the way, expulsion or suspension, depending on how big it was. The other one you can do, stand up to that bully. I am not preaching aggression. I am not preaching violence. But think about it. Even that Form 1 who is scared of the Form 2s, 3s, and 4s, if this person just comes and tells you, those kinds of things that are very scary, and you wear this brave face like, just repeat, what did you just tell me to do? Do you know if you are to do that to somebody who was not expecting it, they'll be taken aback and they'll be like, kwani huyu ametoka wapi? You can stop them at their own game. Yeah, I think we could do, like as students, you can group yourselves and report to a teacher you think you can confide in. You still fear that if it is found out it was you who was a snitch, there'll be trouble. So go to the teacher you think you can talk to, and then things can happen without that bully being named, so that it looks like it is happening to a group or a certain class without anybody being mentioned, names being mentioned. And there are so many other little things we can do. That little boy who we call the other one, Mom, say something when you see that your child already has aggression towards another child. Bullying can have far-reaching effects. The other day, we may have heard on social media the poor South African 15-year-old who committed suicide. Why? Because she was bullied. Of course, this is sad, very sad. Let's see what we can do about bullying. Talk about bullying with your children. When you see that child refusing to go to school, ask yourself why. If your child is in Form 2, they're asking to change schools, ask yourself why. It could be that they are being bullied and they cannot say what kind of bullying it is. I would want us to talk about cyberbullying in a different video because it entails a lot. So keep it on zero space. We shall end this one here today. Thank you for watching to the very end. Remember to hit the notification bell, to leave a comment, and do not forget to subscribe if you have not done so already. Bye-bye.